Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Rockin' Reaction Rollers. It's Tuesday night, and I got my friend Slim here. I decided to name him Slim because he's pretty darn slim. So slim, I'm afraid he's going to fall out of the chair and break his bones. But he's joined us tonight for our little show, and so we're getting ready to put the second song on for the night. And this is Tammy's Two for Tuesday, so we've chose two songs that have something in common. And if y'all watched the last video, you know that we're playing a couple songs that Tom Petty, or a couple bands that Tom Petty's been in. He had a birthday in October, and he also passed away in October. And this was just one that Chuck mentioned, and I thought, yeah, we'll put him on. But in the last video, I mentioned that we only had one song of Tom Petty's on, but I was wrong. We have 5 on there already. We have Mary Jane's Last Dance. I remember that because Mary Jo requested that one. Jam and Me. Let's see. Don't Do Me Like That. You Wreck Me. And there's one I can't read. But anyway, trust me, there's 5 songs we do have out here. So I thought surely we had more than just one of Tom Petty's. But this one that we're getting ready to do, we did just have one song on. And so we're going to go back to 1988 with this one. And we're going to play a traveling Wilburys tune. They were a super group, and Tom Petty was one of the members of the group. And we're going to go back to 1988, and we're going to play the song Handle Me With Care. So we're just going to get right to it.
Situations tolerable, but baby you're adorable. Handle me with care. I'm so tired of being lonely. I still have some love to give. Won't you show me that you really care? Everybody's got somebody to lean on. Put your body next to mine and dream on. I've been walked off, but I've been fooled. I've been loved and ridiculed in daycare centers and night schools.
I'm going to stop this song for a minute. I really like this little group and always have, and of course they're a super group, so that means they've all come from other groups, and we'll talk about them. Tom Petty is one of them in the group, and but I just like their little relaxed little music, and I really enjoyed this one. This one was released as their debut single, and it was their biggest hit as well. So anyway, like I said, we'll talk more about it after we get finished with the song. So we're just going to get right back to it. We're doing the 1988 Handle Me With Care by the Traveling Wilburys.
Terrorized, sent to meetings, hypnotized, overexposed, commercialized.
sweet little song. We do have one other one by this group on the channel. Yeah, it was called Last Night, but it was 3 years ago when we had that one on. So now we got a second one, good, finally for this group, and for Tom Petty, which is the two for tonight. Okay, and it says, so I'm just going to talk about them a little bit. The Traveling Wilburys were a British-American supergroup formed in L.A. in 1988, consisting of Bob Dylan, George Harrison, Jeff Lynne, you don't know who he is, he's from ELO, Roy Orbison, and Tom Petty. They were a roots rock band and described as perhaps the biggest supergroup of all time. So from what I read, also Jim Keltner, he come in and I guess played the drum kit, but I don't know if he was an actual member of the band or not. But they do show his picture out there, but then they don't mention anything about him really, other than it just says drum set behind it. Okay, so George Harrison was actually the one that brought this group together. After his successful Cloud 9 album, he had an interview with Bob Coburn on the radio show called Rockline. George said what he really wanted to do next was to do an album with some of his mates. And he said he would like to do an album and then afterwards they can all go back to making their own albums again, he said. Okay, so George Harrison and Jeff Lynne started the band. So after, I guess, George went to Jeff and they started the band, and then one of them chose somebody to join, the other one asked someone else to join, and then it got down to Tom Petty. Both George Harrison and Jeff Lynne both had toured with Tom Petty, so they added him on. So they were all good. They were all friends, and they all respected each other a whole lot, which is a good thing to have. But they only planned on coming out with one album, but they ended up coming out with two. And the second one, Roy Orbison had passed away before that album had come out. And then as far as what this song itself is about, it's about feeling beaten down and vulnerable and needing careful treatment from a new love interest. Or it also touches on themes of survival and navigating the cynical side of success. So anyway, that's all I got for you guys tonight. Tomorrow night we won't be on the channel. So everybody should be sure to subscribe. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Be sure to hit like underneath it. Consider becoming a member. Read about that underneath the video. We'll see you back here on Thursday night with your guys' requests. So peace out.